We go to 67. And I'm not wearing the microphone today, just speaking into the device. Couldn't be bothered hooking it up. Today is the 12th of May. The 12th of May. It's Tuesday, the 12th of May. Yesterday was the official kind of moving on from the lockdown to something else, which, to be honest, I'm not too sure what that is in France. I haven't got the word on what the story is at the moment, or any more news about restaurants, except perhaps I think maybe the middle of next month. But anyway, the 12th of May. I'm out walking. No Tuco today. It's 3 o'clock. Everything is so lush everywhere because it's kind of rained for 2 days, and it rained continually yesterday and I think the day before. So right now the sun is out, it's lovely, but the rain is forecast for tonight at 9 o'clock, and then, kind of surprisingly I suppose, there is rain forecast for the whole of the week. And that's what Audrey said, and that's what it says on my app, weather app thing. It says rain all the way from tonight all the way up to next Sunday. So I'm making hay while the sun shines. I'm making the most of this interlude of sunshine, because yesterday I got drenched. Yesterday I went to the Connemara, then I walked back in the pouring rain, and that's fun, but I wouldn't really want to do it every day. So I probably won't be snoring out to the Connemara today, although I'm half tempted to, because the rain is not to set in till around 9 o'clock tonight. Yeah, got a white van in front of me parked at the trees. I never really like seeing other people around here. So, didn't sleep great from early this morning. Flo was up quite early, 6 o'clock, half 6. I woke up as well. I have that kind of headache that I often get, kind of behind the left eye toward the temple. I don't know what that's caused by. I also find myself worrying needlessly, I hope, about my tooth. Obsession with dentist and teeth. Anyway, I've been listening to some audio stuff from the 24th and the 25th, and the 24th of January was when I got the tooth fixed. Maybe because I've been listening to that stuff, it's put it back in my mind. Today's Tuesday. Flo's doing various. She's doing, I think, 2 classes and giving a class tonight or something. I don't really retain information very well. I may also have a AA meeting, although to be honest, right now anyway, I'm not really up for it. I'll see when the time comes. I might click on and just observe. I'm passing the little white van. Apparently the river is bigger after all this water. And I can see somebody far ahead, I think with the dog. Could be a woman. Yeah, Tuka barked all the morning long, so I didn't really have a decent sleep. My stomach feels a bit bloated, and I don't know what I ate over the last 2 days, but I feel that belly ache. That's what it is. Belly ache. I don't know if it's apples or... I gotta tie my shoelace. Or... I've been thinking perhaps it could be the pistachio nuts that I had. Maybe they're off. Maybe they're off and that's what's causing the trouble, I don't know. Or it could be those big chocolate biscuits. I'm eating chocolate wafers. Who knows? And I've been uploading more audio stuff. I did that last night. I realized that if you just produce the audio itself without any kind of picture dragged across the top of it, you end up with a much lighter file. That's this woman with the little dog. I've seen her before. Bonjour. Yeah, I realized if you just produce the audio file, which is WAV, and obviously when you produce it, you turn it into an MP4, which can be uploaded. It's just going to be a blank screen. But that doesn't matter, you can do the thumbnail then separately. And there's a huge difference. I just really discovered this by mistake. And I think the one, which was, let's say, an hour audio tape, ended up being about 80 megabytes. But when you drag the thumbnail across the whole thing, it's like 260 megabytes. A huge difference in weight, which is really good because it means even a 2-hour audio tape, I can probably get it uploaded. It'd probably just be about 130, 140 megabytes. Helicopter. Black helicopter going across the blue sky with the fluffy clouds in the distance. What do they be doing? What do they be doing? Who knows? Could be the military. Glad it'd be cool to have a helicopter, be able to drive it around. I'd much prefer a helicopter to an airplane if I had the choice. So I'm now down on the river, and Flo says 2 big logs that she was going to try and take for the garden have been washed away because of all the extra water. And yes, indeed, it does look to be a lot more powerful, the river. Yeah, the colour changes as well. Ooh. I can still feel my headache a little bit. So, what do I do today? I'm probably going to be home, finish this walk by 4 o'clock. Yeah, the river looks quite powerful from here. A hell of a lot more water. What's going on over here? It's like a tractor or something digging. Am I going to get full of muck here? No. Kind of tempted to maybe go for a walk to the Connemara. I'm split 50-50 in my mind about it. A part of me wants to go and another part is more to just try and stay at home. God, this tractor is exactly in the part that I walked back in. I think. Oh, fuck off. Sorry. Just in my mind, that's the introvert's way of thinking. In my mind, I'm thinking the guy in the tractor is going to tell me I'm not allowed to walk that way anymore because it's private property. And so I'm going through the routine of telling him to fuck off, it's a river. As bizarre as that. So what's the river like over here where I fill my canteen? Yeah, now he's moved off to the side. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he's left the path clear for me here. Cutting the grass somewhere. really have no idea what he's doing. There's nothing to cut, there's nothing to plough. It's like right beside the river, it's just muck. And he's just driving around that area. I guess he's doing something. Could be digging a hole to bury his wife, for all I know. Kind of terrifying, the type of person I am. I hopefully think my intuition would kick in if something really bad was going on. If I did stumble across a guy with a shovel digging a hole, that some sixth sense would kick in, and something in the higher part, bonjour, would tell me that something crazy was going on. So there's another two guys sitting in the bush. Oh, very strange. Oh, very strange. I guess just people walking. They caught me completely off guard. I really didn't see anybody. And then just at the last minute I heard a voice and I looked across and I think it was two guys, but I just glanced, but I think it was two guys dressed in black. There's some people from Rowan's fan club. And so they see me with this device, they know I'm talking into it. I guess they think the guy's just talking into a dictaphone. Anyway, I don't really care about that. I'm more annoyed that there's the noise and more people around. So just looking back toward Vox and Villeneuve here, at the far end of the walk, the grass is fantastic here. It's just so green. So yeah, I may just stay at home. See, I'm thinking on the one hand, if I were to head off to Connemara, I know it may be this walk's a little too short to cause any change, but I know a walk to the Connemara and back may completely shift the bloated feeling I have. It may get rid of the headache I have, and it may just give me well, it may be a cure. I guess that's the way to put it. It may be a cure for this kind of the state I'm in. So although it might be a bit of an effort to start, and it is obviously a long walk, it might be worth it if I was to go. There's apparently not much chance of rain till 9 o'clock tonight, so I'd be way back. Jesus. Can't you just use the English language instead of inventing your own phrases? I should be back well before the weather changes. If I was to leave at 4, I'd get there at 5. I have a coffee and stay there for half an hour, so I leave at 5:30. I get back at 6:30. That's 7. It's still bright, there's no rain yet. I'm back at 7. which means my meeting is finished. Flo is she going to be in the middle of her meeting? I can't walk in if she's just doing her stuff. I'll ask her when I go back. Yeah, it would be a way of occupying myself for the whole afternoon. And also transforming the mood I'm in. I'm now walking along the maze. To be honest, it's going a lot slower than I thought it would. It doesn't seem to have budged in a few days. The size of each little shoot. I don't know if it's because I was wondering the other day if perhaps these things they don't do anything for a few days and then they shoot up for 1 or 2 days and then they stop, and it kind of goes like that. Spurts, not kind of a steady growth. It's hard to keep the dentist out of my mind, I must say. As I apply a little bit of pressure just below just at the point where the infection was, I suppose, I can feel something, and I'm sure it's perhaps the fillings he put in at the top of each canal to stop anything happening. I mean, maybe I should just be a bit more trusting, because if he's put filling in there, it should be totally safe. I mean, nothing can get in there if he sealed it. And I think you don't normally, nobody puts filling, I suppose, in the canals, root canals. So it's just something I'm going to get used to. I get used to over time, the feeling of it. It's been a few months. But I don't know why it bothers me. It just does lately. Comes and goes. My stomach is like a drum, kind of. This is why the walk would be good to the Connemara. When I was coming back, and also on the way, and the end of the part of the way in, I played music, and on the way back, I think it was maybe before the rain got heavy, I had a real strong moment. I was playing the music, and somehow the music was helping me to see the insanity of being hard on yourself, to see the mistake of worrying and how it is a dreadful thing because you are the one that's in a sense hurting yourself. And so it's best to, even with a thing like this tooth, you leave it, and when the time is right, you get a checkup like you've already planned to do in the summer. Get an x-ray taken, and that's it. In the meantime, it feels a bit odd, and you've explained it to yourself why that might be, and so you should just leave it. But a lot of this may be due to digestion, like I've been saying over the last few days. And my God, my digestion isn't good at the moment. I need some weight to that notion, because honestly, my stomach hasn't been feeling good the last 2 or 3 days. It may very well be the reason why my mood is not good either. It may be that all we have is the biology, and all the stuff I'm doing and talking and saying here is the byproduct of bad digestion. Which means there's nothing really there. It's a bad feeling, and I'm attaching it to things that have no attachment. This feeling has nothing to do with my tooth, and it's nothing to do with uploading audio files. Nothing to do with the AA meeting tonight. It's nothing to do with the lack of a decision on whether to go to Connemara or not. It's just the feeling. It is just because you're digesting stuff, and perhaps those pistachio nuts that you ate last night were off, and they're just causing some disturbance in the field of your guts. Hey. It is a lovely day, beautiful clouds. So I am starting to come around to thinking that the best way to fight this is really to head off into Orizon. Hook some music up. Oh, now I'm seeing an old-fashioned kind of low-flying private plane. It's like it's circling around, almost like circling around our house. Oh, it's hot now. It reminds me of one of the very early planes you get in transport fever. It's like one of the first cargo planes you get around 1930 or something. It could look a bit like that. I did something yesterday which again shows the potential of the game for someone like me. I'd zoomed into a farm which produces grain, and this farm, it's a tropical map, so the farm is right next to the sea. And I zoomed down into there was palm trees next to the beach, and you could see the water coming in and the sea spray and stuff. Really nice, tranquil. and there's a little dirt road going all the way around the back, quite near the shoreline. And I decided, wow, I'd like to see cars on that road, because there certainly won't be any here. It's not connected to anything except if I connect the grain to the food processing plant, which I did, and so I just got the line up and running. But the motivation originally was because I wanted to see trucks on the road, and in order to do that, of course, and make it worthwhile, I had to hook up the food processing plant to the town that needed the food. It all worked really well, and I had all those trucks going up and down on the road. And I thought you could even hook up a railway line. You could do it in such a way, if you had the money, that really it's not particularly purposeful, it's not profitable, but it goes to all the places around the map that you'd like to see. You know, just a train journey all the way around the map. And so you could drive around the whole map, first person view. And, you know, put the rail all the way along close to the beach. Just kind of totally for the aesthetic reason of taking a trip, or for what it would look like. Nothing to do with the economics. Anyway, I am still undecided as to what to do the rest of today. Undecided. This walk has only been 32 minutes. And yeah, I'm going to stop.